Welcome to Because We Said So, the podcast where Anissa and Jess dive into the beautiful chaos of motherhood, careers, and all the stuff in between. For the next 20 minutes, let's just hang out.
Welcome back to Because We Said So, brought to you by us.
We're here.
We're here.
This is actually our second time here. And the reason it's our second time here is Jessica's very worried. Okay. We recorded this podcast a couple times before we got to our first episode because my microphone was off one time.
Yeah. And you weren't wearing headphones, so nothing was connected and it was bad. But wait, before we even go into that, let's discuss the fact that we said we were going to wear gray and you're in black.
Mm-hmm. It's not black. I told you, I just don't have a lot of gray that's like, okay. Also,
Gray?
I think this is like an ex-boyfriend's t-shirt, but I kept it because I like it because it has these cute little buttons.
Love it. I wear my stars for us.
Yeah, we're stars. You're a star.
You're a superstar. A superstar.
I have to be careful not to put my hands on my desk because I'm in my kitchen.
You're in the kitchen today?
Today is the kitchen. I'm like the guy in Craigslist who's taking a picture of his mirror for sale. It's great. You're like, you can see everything in the mirror.
Your mirror is like giving you a mohawk in the back. Nailed it. Cheers.
Cheers. This is my Uline Yeti.
We are after hours here on this one. It's not lunchtime.
It's not lunchtime, but I will tell you, Thursday afternoon is not the best time for me to be like fully present and awake.
Why? What's up?
Well, I'm overstimulated. My kids came home right now, and I was like, thank God we're recording this podcast because if I hear mommy one more time, I'm going to freak out. And like, I obviously need a cocktail or I need to like take a nap.
Do your kids like constantly make noise and it just like makes your blood boil? Like it's like background noise of chaos. Like nothing's really, they're not really like saying anything or talking. It's just like the background noise of nonsense. And I'm like, can you be quiet? Like just say less.
They need me all the time. It's just like, mom. And then we have a dog. I know you don't have a dog, but it's really great to just like, he's my outlet. I'm just like, look, go outside. Look, you stink. Like, he can't hear me. He has no feelings. And I mean, he does, but they're all happy. And, you know, it's better than being like, Maria, Jesus Christ, if you say my name one more time. Instead, I'm like, Loki, go outside. And just like a good little outlet.
They don't talk back.
They don't talk back. And he's just happy to be here. He smells awful. And, you know, I'm his groomer because he decided he's aggressive to the groomer. And it's going to take me like 3 days to get through grooming that dog. So, yeah, I mean, all I have to say is you said it. My parents said it. Everyone said it. If you have small children, don't get a dog. Even if you're really a dog person, which I thought I was, I'm not anymore. Did
you get the dog before the kids or after the kids?
I was pregnant.
Oh my God.
You're like, slow I fucking torture. Told you so.
Slow torture. I mean, I've actually never had a dog, but like,
so you're not a dog person.
It's not that I'm not a dog person. It's just that I just have never had a dog. Like, I'm sure I'll probably get a dog when the kids get older and they could.
This feels like a New York City thing, though. Like, how have you not had a dog?
I don't know. I just like. When I was growing up, my mom was allergic to basically anything that had dander. So I had like a guinea pig once, which my mom blew dried his hair and it like got electrocuted and it had a heart attack and died. So that didn't last long. Then we had fish, like goldfish that I would win at a carnival those last 24 hours. We had a hamster one. I think we gave it back to the class that gave it to us. Like, yeah, like
my mom also killed a couple of our animals. And like, I know that now that I'm a mom, I'm like, she's just a person, but she left our pet rat, Lucky, which we loved, too close to the back door. Yeah, I loved my rat.
Like
it was a gross little kid.
Like a rat?
No, a rat. Her name was Lucky, and they left her too close to the back door, and she froze. And then also we had a cat who was so old, he like walked under the tire. And that one was the cat's fault. But my mom, she's not a great driver and she can never back up. So like forever, my mom we'll bring up the cat and she just starts crying. Like she feels so much guilt. And I'm like, that one's super funny
She
because it's not your
she
fault.
killed it.
She killed
She
it, but
ran
like
it over.
he died. He committed suicide. It was death. It was death by decision.
That's wild. That poor cat.
Yeah.
That cat's name was
I
not Lucky.
just for the internet, I'm from the country. Like we had like 5 cats. We had like so many dogs. And I always felt like kids that didn't have them are weird. So I was like, I have to get my kids a dog. I need to get like the dog out of the baby stage before we have them. And then everything I ever felt was totally wrong. And they don't even know the dog is here. I could have waited like 3 years.
Definitely, 100%. So just
Mm.
like give it to somebody for a couple of years. Actually, my friend had a dog in the city
Mhm.
and then got pregnant and then moved to the suburbs. And then when she had her second kid, she gave the dog away because it was like she didn't even know how to do the double stroller, the dog, like it was like she couldn't even like handle all of it. Now the
It's
dog
too
is living its
much.
best life like on a farm upstate, very happy.
You know, every single time I walk in my neighborhood, it's getting better because my kids are older, but for a long time, I have a double stroller, a 90-pound sheepadoodle, and every single time I see a
And a
person over
coffee.
the age, yeah, over the age of 45, well, you've got your hands full. It's like, well, fuck yes, I have my hands full, and it's terrible. Thank you for pointing it out. Yeah, thanks.
Thanks for helping me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm glad this is an amusement to you.
Can I get this? Can I get the door for you, please?
Do you want to take a picture?
You gotta post it on your wall.
I'm like sweating just thinking about every single time we leave the house. But it's getting better. Like I said, Maria sometimes walks. We take a wagon now. It's fine. It's gonna
Oh,
be
the
okay.
wagon. They love the wagon.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing
Yep.
better than a wagon.
We'll have a flashy wagon too.
Big wheels.
Big, big wheels.
Wait, I want to talk about this my post this week on Instagram. So
Okay.
and so in this I was like, we have to start promoting um the podcast. Like, let's put it on our Instagram. And she posts this like cute
Mm-hmm.
video of her jumping into the
Mm-hmm.
pool with her
Thoughtful.
kids.
Ask for feedback. Was like, am
So
I doing it
cute.
right?
And I was like, yeah, so cute, out of office. We have a podcast. Like, come visit. And I'm like, oh, I don't really have like a video of me jumping in a pool. Like, I live in New York. We're just getting out of winter. And you were like, well, you just went away. Look at your your videos from when you went away. My husband and I went to the Bahamas for like 3 nights. So I'm scrolling. I'm on the phone with you. I'm scrolling, and I'm like, here's a beautiful photo of me opening my legs on the beach. I think this will get people's attention. So
Did
okay, so
it?
back up. It did, but back up because like we have an ongoing joke. I am in basically like customer service, if you will, for our company, and we are always saying we are open for
Concierge.
business.
Well,
Okay.
no, let's back up. We have gone through a turbulent time in the US economy.
Yeah.
And when people sign contracts, they have to stay with them. And we had a director above me, president, if you will, who always said, like we have to follow what the contract says. Like we're open for business. And he said it so many times that we'd
We're
get off
happy
the
to
call and
help.
we were like, well, we're fucking open. Okay. Wide open. Never forget
Legs
it.
open.
No. Yeah. And it just became a joke between us because we have to make humor of this stuff. Otherwise, you will not survive.
No.
Secret
So
to life
I go on vacation, and every day I posted it.
every
Well, I
day.
didn't post. I sent a video to Anissa of my legs opening on the beach, saying like I'm open for business. And I was just, I was just like, I think this is perfect because you're coming here, you want to take a break, you want to get a laugh. It's like basically being on vacation for 20 minutes instead of like, you know, doing laundry or,
Yeah.
cleaning poop. So I
Or
think it's
like
great.
make your laundry feel like a good little hangout sesh. Who cares?
Exactly.
You
So
have
we
to
are
be
open for
here.
business.
We're here. We're open for business. You can call me. Give you my cell phone number. I'm open
Yeah.
for business. I might
I
not
do.
answer.
Maybe it's like, maybe our podcast is because we said so. Hashtag we're open for business.
Yeah. No matter what happens, okay? That is the New Yorker and you. And by default, the guilt in me that will follow along. We are fucking here, open for business. I think I've said the F word 3 times. I clearly cannot record this podcast on a Thursday afternoon. I am unwell.
But I think this is great. I think we should both be unwell because I'm like half unwell and half sleeping. So I think we're great.
Earlier this week, you were not well, and I take a lot of responsibility for that. You have a very hard job.
I have a very
You work
hard
hard.
job, but
You're good at it.
when people get in my way, it makes
You
it
don't have to look
harder.
at it. We talked about this. We are kumbaya-ing.
Yeah, so Anissa calls me yesterday and she's like, "Are we okay to podcast tomorrow?" And I'm like, "Anissa, we are always okay to podcast. I will never let you go. You, and I feel like I said this in the last podcast, fulfill me. And like, we're not going anywhere. I don't care what the F happens. Like, we're solid.
Okay.
I will
well,
podcast with you till the end of time. Okay. Because I can't meet you for coffee. I can't meet you at the beach. I can't meet you
That is
anywhere.
like one of the sweetest things anyone ever said to me.
Yeah.
I bet you that would, if I said that, it would make my husband's world. I just kicked him out of here, by the way. I was like, take the kids to the park, leave. Like, I can't have you here. And the neighbor girl, she's so sweet. She's so wonderful. It's so great to have a neighbor next door that has small children because we just like throw our children back and forth. And it's like we both got 15 minutes
That's very
alone.
nice.
But she was like, do you want to let the kids come over and jump? We just got a trampoline and a swing set. And I was like, nope. I want my husband to take the children because if he is here, I will not be open for business.
Well, mine are sleeping. So there's that.
Yeah. Yeah, you'd probably talk about all this in front of your husband too. I don't know why when he's here, I'm like, don't look at me. Like, I don't like him to look at me when I'm working out either. I don't like going to the gym in public places. I'm just like, it's like taking a poop. It's like, don't look at me. I'm podcasting.
Wait, I went to the gym this morning and I took this like crazy strength class and my husband was there and he saw that I was having issues like doing pull-ups. So he came over in the class and like helped my body get up.
No. This is my worst nightmare. It's like, at least you know him. And at least he's your husband.
The teacher was like, no.
Like, actually, I can't think of a more stressful public situation.
It was great. I enjoyed it.
Oh my God, I stopped going to the gym. I put a gym in my living room.
I know you
like
have the thing, the window thing. What's it called?
Is a tonal. Well, I was going to Orange Theory for a while and I was going there all the time. And I swear to God, my husband was like, you have like a significant other. Well, and I was like, no, I just go to the gym.
Did you find that Orange Theory works? I feel like I go back and forth with liking it.
Yeah, I love it. I loved it, but like, I just can't have 2 kids and a sheepoodle and go to Orange Theory. Like, it's just very.
You can.
So, but like, okay, just like write a book, write a picture of like the American life, and like that's that. I just can't.
Just have Starbucks in your hand, and you've killed it. You've done a good job.
Yeah, like I was like, I have to stop. This has to stop. Mostly because I didn't want to also have to drive there. It's not super close to my house.
Let's talk about fitness and Ozempic. So.
Someone is taking Ozempic. I live in California. Give me a fucking break.
Tell me about it. Tell me all the things.
Okay, like I went into my parents' kitchen and there was like Ozempic in the fridge. I was like, why does dad have this? And she's like, dad's on it. And then like my sister's like, oh yeah, like I took some of dad's Ozempic. And then like my friend texts me a link and she's like, oh yeah, you can just like get it. They'll just send it to your house. And I was like, you know what? This is getting out of control. Everyone is taking this. I'm gonna take, like, I'm sorry. I hit a plateau and I was working out, I was doing good, but I've been like fluctuating up and down. And I just feel like, why not? Why not take all the help on all the things? And then I took it and I decided it's too lenient because it's too lenient. Like the way that they prescribe it, it comes in a vial and you get 4 months worth at one time, and they give you a schedule, which is just like a photocopy of something from like 1960. It doesn't look like it was typed yesterday. Like we have great computers, great printers now. I don't know why the directions for this Ozempic look like they were photoshopped and then copy photoed, and then like I'm like, this seems so sketchy.
Yeah.
And you just like they give you needles, they give you all the stuff, they ship it to your house, and then you just like put a little in your butt. And then you're supposed to like, yeah, well, or your stomach, or just like a fatty area.
Okay.
And then.
So did it work?
Yeah, it worked. The problem is you take a small dose and you're supposed to like use this schedule, but like I was doing it on Sundays because it kind of makes you feel a little bit like hungover and gross. And I was like, I'd like to get this feeling out on Sunday. So like hopefully on Monday I'm like ready, rearing to go.
Yeah.
Um, and I feel like on Sundays I was just like, I kept forgetting to take it. So then it would travel into Tuesday or Wednesday or Thursday, and I'd be like, shit, I'm behind. And I lost 8 pounds in like the first 30 days. And then I didn't really lose any weight after that because probably I wasn't taking on the schedule. Like, that's what I mean. You're not seeing a doctor. They ship you all this stuff. You're responsible for it. And I was like, I just can't, like, I
So
can't,
are you
this
still
is too
taking
much for
it or
me.
you're not taking it?
I've taken like a dose here or there when I remember, and I'm not, but I would say largely no. And so also, it feels like I can't speak to its effectiveness. I've
Yeah.
lost 8 pounds and it's been like 3 months.
I
And
think you look great.
I've taken like 4 doses in that span of time. So hopefully it doesn't go bad and I'll just drag this out for a long time.
You're also like working out and you're like doing all the things.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Like, I didn't feel like I wanted to work out when I was on it. I was kind of lethargic, not like
Yeah.
it's an adjustment for your body. And I just want to eat pizza bagels. Like, there was sushi in my fridge, and I just was like, no, I want a pizza bagel, you know?
Also, they say that like you crave because it's like a diabetes drug, right? So like fish and like the things that you would eat that are healthy, you don't want, you start to crave like the sugary, sweet things because your body like is all of a sudden needing it, like the carbs and the sugar.
Mm.
You're craving it because it's like depleting you of like something that you have in your body that you're not supposed to have in your body, and that's why you're taking the drug. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah, and I guess like I do this thing where I don't really think things through. I just sort of like, click, buy, and then like Amazon boxes show up, and you're like, and
Or when you forget and then you're like, what's in here?
oh, yeah.
Hmm.
So that was sort of like the Ozempic situation. And then when I had it in my body and I was like, I feel ill. This is a diabetes drug. I was kind of like, I'm just not into it. I don't like it.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't also say like don't do it, because everybody has this tool available to them from the click of a button. And like everybody is doing that. And if that's one of your goals, like I don't feel that at this stage in my life, how hard I work, everything I've done, how I like hustle, that I shouldn't just look the way I want. And so like I was like, it's a tool, it's a buy, like put it in the cart. And then it got here and I was like, oh man, this is different
Another
than I
thing you
thought
have
it
to
would
think
be, I
about,
guess.
another thing you have to do. But everyone always says like
Yeah.
nothing feels as good as like skinny does. But like I feel good because
It's
I
kind
feel
of true.
strong. But like
Yeah.
I feel like I should look for the amount of work I put in. I should look differently than what I do.
I I understand, but I think what I'm getting at is there's an easy button, and even like the easy button isn't even like worth it. It's like not that fun.
No, because
So
you can't be on it forever.
yeah, I don't know. I have like it's such a mind thing. It's sort of like instant gratification and then it just like falls flat. If that's, I don't know.
No,
Anyway,
I
this
get
has
it.
gone on for a long
Anyways,
time. I want to
okay.
tell you that I hired a
Yeah.
handyman this week.
Okay. Wait, I have like wait, back up a second. I
Okay.
have like an Amazon thing, right? So you said you
Okay.
get Amazon packages, right? So we're like easily, obviously influenced in different things, right? So you were influenced about what you saw, you bought it, showed up. I was like thinking about this last night. I don't know why, because I watch some of like the Amazon lives where people like tell you their Amazon picks, and I get influenced sometimes by things I see, and I
So you
get
watch
them.
QVC on Amazon. How do you even watch?
Well, it's
Like,
like
wait.
you get influenced like on Instagram and they're like, go get, here's my link. And it just happens 9 out of 10 times to be like an Amazon link. So it's like
Mhm.
these are so soft and mushy and bring in your waist to work out, or like these rollers are really great. You get big volume or like whatever it is. And sometimes I get it and I'm like, oh, this is really, really great. Sometimes I get it and I'm like, this is bullshit. And I wish that they had an Amazon that like wasn't with the influencers. It was with like people like us that's like, no, she's not telling the truth, this sucks, or no, you should
Jail
follow
time.
her,
Automatic
she's
jail time.
legit.
She's gone. Yeah.
Like get her off, or like she's good, like follow
So
her.
the Amazon influencers need Amazon reviews.
Yes, but not just like the Amazon review should be like another show.
I'm on a kick of like saving money right now. I'm not Amazoning tons of stuff. I have to be honest. I'm not eating out. It's been easier than I thought, but it was a total mind switch. And now that I'm here, I just think less of, I have to be honest, I think less of myself. Like, you can order something to fix that problem.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, but yeah, but like I've created a larger goal. This goal is larger than the problem of the drywall missing in the wall. And then back to the handyman.
Okay, so what happened with the handyman?
I hate my kid's bedroom. Everything is tiny. I live in $1 million shoebox, and
How are the bunk beds?
the bunk beds are great, but it made me want to improve the whole room. So I instead of ordering a bunch of cheap shit on Amazon to fix it, I ordered a bunch of cheap shit on Amazon and hired a handyman to put it all in.
Nailed it.
And the saving money streak is over.
Do you know what I did? I saw that my kids like really wanted to like sit at a toddler table and like do their snacks and their arts and crafts,
One
whatever.
of those.
And I was like, I'm not paying $100 for a toddler table. It's gonna be ruined. Like, I'm just not. So at their preschool, I asked the director if I could borrow 2 chairs and a table, and I'll return it when they're over this phase in a couple of months. And she let me take it. She was like, "Here you go."
So smart. Because it really is 2 months. I have one sitting in the corner. They won't sit at it now.
See?
We put a bar kitchen like table into our like what is it called, an island?
Mm-hmm.
And now my kids want to sit at the island, but
Mm-hmm.
I will not share a table with my children. Okay,
Mm.
I'm just not going to until they're older. I know a lot of people are like, we have to sit at the table. We don't have a TV. We don't do like any of that stuff in the kitchen, but I want to be able to sit down at my kitchen table and not have it be sticky. So they're not allowed to sit at my table. I have mommy's table, and then they can sit anywhere else.
Yeah, so I never got stools for my island for that reason because they already hit their head into the island enough as it is. Like to add 2 more large structures in this kitchen just seems like it's not going to work well. They're climbing up it, they're climbing down it, they're hitting it in the head, they don't see it, they're running. So what we did is we got a big rectangle table and they're on one side and we're on the other.
Mm, I love it. Okay, I have a question. I heard some
What?
news today.
What?
Our
No.
boss is filming a Netflix special, and there's a
Uh,
party. Are we going?
yes, I'm going.
You are?
You want to come?
I want to come. I think I'm just going to get a flight.
Oh my God, my day is made.
I stay in your basement
Yes, you can. Has your own bathroom.
because we said so.
Come on, knock on my door.
We'll see you June 20th.
Waiting for you. June 20th on Netflix. Bum, 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 bum.
I know. I'm like getting ready. I'm getting ready.
Wait,
Let's
did you
do
book your
it.
ticket? Come on.
No, I gotta like, I gotta like figure. Well, my kid's school is closed for 2 weeks exactly before that. So it's going to be like, hey, mom, can you like watch my kids? And then I do have a couple days of those days off so that I can not have to get babysitters the full time. But it's really summer break is stressful. It's like the kids are on summer break, but what about me? Like my
We're
life
not.
doesn't go on summer break.
They go to camp. Are you sending them to camp?
They're 2 and 3.
You're not sending
What
them to camp.
camps? What camps do you have that take
The,
infants?
the preschool that they go to does camp.
Oh, well, yeah. There's a 2 week break before that camp starts.
Oh no, ours is 4 days. Get in, get out.
I have 14 days to figure
Wait,
out.
is Maria going into the 4s, like pre-K? She just finished the 3s or she's in the 4s?
Where I live, there's like too many people on the wait list to get into pre-K, so you have to be 5.
So what is she in?
She's in a preschool, but it's private.
Oh, preschools
I
are
pay.
private.
Well, they have TK here, like transitional kindergarten, and
Is she
she
going to
has to be
kindergarten
5.
next year or no?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So they're the same age. They're both going to kindergarten next year.
Yeah, but she's going to TK.
No, he's going to KK. Not to be confused with
Understand?
KKK.
Awful. I know. As soon as I heard the rumors around the neighborhood that there was a free school across the street from my house,
Just say
I did
yes.
some Googling and I plugged in her birthday and they were like, you can't come here. And it's like, why? It says it on the website that they take young kids, but they don't. They're like, no, we only take it if you
When's her
fit in
birthday?
this form. July 5th. And
Oh,
she
right.
won't let
That's
me forget it.
Max's birthday.
Yeah, it's so weird.
So weird. But Max will only be 3. So she's going to be 5 or she's going to be 4?
She's gonna be 4.
Okay, so she's a year younger than Slater. So she should be going in pre-K. Right, so
Yeah,
TK.
TK.
Got it. That's
the
so
KK,
weird that they have the
TK.
same birthday.
I know. Well,
yes. Anyways, thank you
I
everyone
think
for
we could be
joining.
funnier.
Okay. Well, we're going to be really funny next time. Thank you for joining us because we said so. Brought
I'm
to
sorry
you.
that Thursday is just like too far into the week.
Guys, we're gonna
Can't make
get
it.
the day right. We're gonna get it right, and you guys are gonna love it, and it's gonna be a wrap.
Mm-hmm. That's a wrap. See you next time.
Bye.
To like and subscribe and follow this podcast. Say, I got an itchy bum. I got an itchy bum. Oh, you said that very clear. Can you say podcast? Podcast. Okay, well, we'll see you next week.